Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some of the stocks that are moving today. I'm Paul Sweeney along with Isabel Lee, and we're joined by Bloomberg's Nora Melinda. Nora, what are you looking at today?
Well, there's a few things I've got my eyes on. All of them are actually in the red today. I've got shares of Novo Nordisk, and of course, we're looking at the ADRs here. That's ticker NVO. We're seeing the company down as much as 22% today, and that is the most since 1987. So this is a really big slump here that we're seeing. But this is after the company slashed its financial forecast. Essentially, it's going to be predicting that this year's sales will grow 8 to 14%. And that was against what it had previously forecast of 21 and 24, excuse me, there. So that's definitely a big difference here. And you're starting to see the stock really taking a beating here in trading today and a few of its peers. But they also did name a new head of international operations as the CEO here. So that's also something that we already knew they were going to be naming a new CEO, but we're just finding out who it is today.
To see a company of this size have that kind of a change in forecast. I've been doing this for 35 years. You don't see that very often.
Absolutely.
So I guess that explains the big decline in the stock. Because that's just a huge bad who's ever in charge of forecasting sales? I don't know. That's not a good one.
No, it seems like it was a bit far off here. So you're seeing the street really just trying to analyze what's going on here. But I'm also looking at another name that's in the healthcare space, and that's UnitedHealth Group. And we are looking at shares that are lower as well, falling as much as about 7% here. That's the most and lowest intraday performance since May. But we are seeing shares tumbling after the company warned its annual profit would be hit harder than Wall Street was expecting. This, of course, is the latest in a series of disappointments that we've been seeing from the insurer, which was once really renowned for its reliable growth and predictability. So lots going on here in the healthcare space.
I don't know. I mean, this is a big name, and it's down 46% this year. I mean, it just seems like every day this thing is weighing.
They're just getting hit and hit and hit. I mean, when you look at the performance here, it's just really interesting as we're thinking about right now. Everyone's really worried about forecasts right now. We're in a period of uncertainty. So when you see some big healthcare names like this is very alarming for a lot of investors here. But I did want to take a look at a name, Royal Caribbean here.
Good.
How to keep it a little bit interesting. We're seeing shares down as well here. This is after the cruise operator forecast adjusted EPS for the third quarter that fell short of analyst estimates. We're hearing different people in the street, particularly Jeffrey, saying that they expect management to address the longer term outlook for 2026 and beyond. But they say that this is more critical to the long term earnings cadence here.
Have you ever been on a cruise, Isabel?
No, but that's been one of my goals. Have you been, Nora?
I'll actually be going on a Royal Caribbean cruise in December to the Bahamas. It'll be my second one. I only had done Carnival, but
are they different
in terms of
just the experience?
The vibe. I've been told that Royal Caribbean, can be less children allegedly.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.